Everybody, and welcome back to Enigmatica 6 Expert. In today's episode, we upgrade our pressure production from pneumatic craft. As you can see behind me, we get ourselves 2 liquid advanced compressors, which produce so much pressure now. So hopefully now this will sort all of our pressure problems. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so today we are going to be upgrading our pressure production, and if we can, start automating our assembly line and our pressure chamber. I don't know how far we'll get to automating the thermopneumatic processing plants, but I probably want to wait until I get a place built in the Nether so I can set up this whole system right here. So, what do we need to do? We need to upgrade these guys here to advanced liquid compressors. And at the end of last episode, I mentioned that I found a document within the Enigmatica Discord that explains how to efficiently cool the advanced process or the advanced compressors very efficiently. So we're going to be trying to copy that as best as we can now today and see if we can get about 2 or 3 advanced liquid compressors set up. And the thing is, with the pressure, they can go up to 20, whereas the basic ones can only go to 5. This guy here can only support 5 bars. This guy here can only support 5 bars. So what I want to do is get myself to the point where this thing is always at 5. Now, I don't mind it leaking a little bit of pressure, that's fine. So if I can use a redstone signal to turn on and off the liquid compressors when it's just over 5, nearly hitting 6, I think that would be the easiest spot to get to. It might mean I have to AFK in this area for a while to allow the pressure to build up throughout all these tubes again. But that ain't that big of an issue. And I doubt we're going to need all of these guys here now soon either, since all of this stuff here, well, mostly all of this stuff here will be moved into the Nether. So we won't need this extra heat being produced. And anyway, I don't even think these ones are working, this guy. I think I have a separate one down here producing about 30 degrees. Yeah, and this guy here is out of potatoes, and this guy here is actually still good on the carrots, but still. We have no more ethanol being produced because we're out of potatoes in here. So maybe I'll add an exporter onto this guy. That just means I need to make myself another transmitter and receiver to put it down in here. Anyway, so let's get started. I've dug out a little area down here where we're going to be setting it up anyway. So if we go to Pneumatic, we need to make ourselves a ton of fans. I don't know if I've made any yet. I don't think so. It's called these air grate tube modules. We need to make ourselves a ton of these guys. Oh, there we go, no problem. So I'm just going to make myself, let's start by putting one right here. If we have the liquid compressor 1 block up off the ground, which will be here. So if we build a frame like that and put air grate modules on it like this. Okay, that means when I put down the liquid compressor, I'll have heat sinks on it and the air being produced will be blowing out into these guys, blowing it onto the air compressor, cooling it down. Now, the 4 air compressors that I have right here, I'm going to leave. Since they're not hooked up to anything anymore, their job is just to primarily cool this thing. And what I want to do then is, if we come back down, is over around here where the other liquid air compressor pipe is, I want to run this guy down and hook him into the air compressor. So that way everything else will be on a separate network than the cooling. Right, so I don't know, is this actually high enough down? Because if that's the case, I don't want it actually connecting here, because if I run this down to bring it across the top like that, it's not going to work. So I might need to... Oh yeah, some air went into him. That's fine. I might need to lower this down by 1. And anyway, this actually needs to go on top of it as well, so I might need to lower it down by 3 or 4. Alright, I didn't think about that. Unless I run the cable at a different location, maybe if I run it across the front here, because technically I'm going to have about 2 or 3 of them set up, like maybe one here, here, and here. And maybe I could have the tube modules here instead, where it's actually coming down to power the either the thermopneumatic processing plant right here, or I could have it come into the ground right here, which actually here might be the best spot to put it. Yeah, I think there might be the best spot. So maybe we are okay with the height we're at. So let's actually put it back. And actually, if we're going to be building it right here, we need to put one on the top then as well. So we can actually cover that back up and then run this across like this. Oh, I'm out of tubes. And I don't have any more tubes. And how do I make the advanced tubes again? Isn't it like a block of compressed iron in a thing? Block of compressed iron. Okay, I have 64 of them. If I just grab out like half a stack of that, that should make me about 4 stacks of it. Just chuck that in there. Is there enough pressure to do it? Of course not. Right, let me try this. Damn, I'm 1 short. Where can I rob a tube from? I guess below. I'll grab 2 of them just to be safe. I just want to hook up the actual assembly line on its own. So if we turn this back on to build up pressure, this guy here should start building up pressure. Yeah, it's kind of, I want this thing to be like able to fill up really, really fast with pressure. So that's why I want it over the 5 mark, because if we autocraft this guy, whenever this guy inputs an item, he loses a bit of pressure because of it. So if we have it set up to where it fills it really quickly, we don't have to really worry about waiting and waiting and waiting for this guy to rebuild his pressure to craft the item, because it also costs more pressure to craft the item. It's just a whole ordeal that we don't want to deal with. This guy now is crafting me the tubes now, which is great, so I just have to kind of wait for them. Right, there's 1 set, so let's head back down and actually get this going. By the time we probably build this one, the next one we're ready. So is this close enough here? Because I want air grate modules here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Wait, is it? Liquid compressor is going to go here. Oh, hang on. Let's just test it quickly with 1 regular liquid compressor and a heatsink. If I put the heatsink there, liquid compressor there, put the heatsink here and then the heatsink here, would that work? Oh, it does work. Okay, good. It doesn't really matter. It all works on the same block. Or unless technically this is 1 block. Ah, okay. So this guy's on the same block as the pipe. So yeah, that works perfectly. You know what? Actually, we could probably leave those heat sinks on it like that. That doesn't really cause any issues. The other thing we want to do is have a redstone signal. And I think in the document, it mentions using a redstone signal on the top. Am I allowed a heat sinks? Damn, I could have swore I had a lot more heat sinks than that. Okay. I'll just make myself another stack. Okay, I'm all out of iron bars, was it? Yeah. So if we leave it like that, fuel is going to go in the bottom, pressure is going to come out the front, and redstone signal is going to be on the top. That's what it says in the document. So that's what we're going to follow. Now, we need to upgrade these air compressors now. We only need 3 of them, so it shouldn't be too difficult. We just need to make ourselves, if we look in here at the advanced liquid compressor, just bookmark it quickly, we need ourselves some reinforced integral components. If we can make ourselves 2 of them, unless we already have some left over. Oh, we do have already got a lot. Okay, perfect. So we should be able to upgrade this guy straight away. Oh, what are we out of now? Ah, tubes. Okay, so come back up here. We should have a few built now. 64, perfect. So that there, liquid compressor, liquid compressor. Okay, that was actually a lot easier to make those than I thought it was. And they already have their security upgrades. Perfect. So come back down. So we put this guy here. There we go. And now what we have to do is continue with our tube modules here. So tube modules and our air grates. So let's see. Need this guy to come out this way. Okay, now we just need to put these on like this. Holding shift makes it put on the opposite side. So I just need to be careful the way I'm placing them. There we go. And now I just need to do the same on this side. So again, okay, now just place these guys down. Okay, that messed up there. Put this guy back down there. There we go. This should be the whole cooling system. Technically, we probably could do underneath as well, but there's no heatsink there, so it's not really going to cause any issues. I think with this setup here, I might be able to put 25 of those volume upgrades and 1 or 9 speed upgrades and still keep this thing just below the 50 mark. Because once this thing goes above 50 degrees here, we start losing efficiency. And when we start losing efficiency, we start losing pressure and using more fuel, which isn't what we want. We want this thing to run under 50 and produce us as much air as possible. So to do that, we need this pressure gauge module. This guy will tell how much pressure is in the thing, and we can read the redstone signal off of it. Now, what did it say I needed to read that redstone signal? So it says pressure gauge tube module will emit a redstone signal when at 19 bars. That's what it says in the thing. We want this thing to be around 6. So if we just run this out, and we said we're going to connect this up right here. So we'll just not connect it just yet, but we'll just run this pipe out like so. We'll add our tube gauge right here. And if we shift right click it, how do we access it? Emitting a redstone signal. Is this the right guy? Yeah, this is the right guy, but I don't know how you access him. Unless actually it's a different thing I'm meant to be looking at. It does say a redstone thing. So add pneumatic redstone node. Okay, there's a redstone node. That goes on top of this guy here, which I can't put down probably because I need to have a tube on it. How do I place this guy now? It's a little finicky. Unless actually I'm not supposed to have a tube there and it's meant to just go on it. How do I place this guy? Maybe I need to remove some of these guys just to get access to it. Okay, I may have figured it out. What I had to do is actually, if I'll demonstrate it again, is when this thing was down, I couldn't place it on it, but if I broke it, put it down on it, so it's set up, and then put the liquid compressor back down, it worked. So I don't know why that was the case, but yeah, it's placed down now. And then I made another one here, placed it on top of this gauge here, and clicked the little thing up here, which says emitting a redstone. No, I want this thing to receive a redstone signal. Now, I still don't know how to mess with this gauge thing. Now, unless there's a thing, because I know some of them did say to input with one of these guys. Ah, okay, yeah. Because I remember reading, it did mention something about adding an advanced PCB to control it. So I want this thing to emit when it's at 6 bars. Emit when higher than 6 bars, lower, higher. I want it to emit when higher than 6 bars. Yes. And then I want this guy here to run without redstone, so low signal. This guy should be technically running as long as there's no redstone signal, I think. Unless... I'm not sure. Unless actually I set it to run the high signal and this guy to actually emit when lower, so it has a redstone signal on when it is lower than that. Yeah, I think that actually sounds better. So all we have to do now is just grab out some pipe here and connect up this now. So let me go back down here, come up here, disconnect this pipe here because I don't need it here anymore. And connect this guy up, and we're going to connect this guy to here now. Come over here, reconnect that pipe. So that should be cooling everything now. Oh, it's actually going to be blowing us now, which is also annoying. Okay, I don't know how effective this is going to be at trying to... Jesus, blowing me from all the way over there. God damn. Okay, is there a way to stop it from blowing me this far? Because I need to get back over there. Okay, this is ridiculous. I can't even hit the elevator now. Okay, come on. This is so stupid. Get me up. It doesn't affect me if there's a block in the way. Might need to disconnect that for a moment and let the air drain out. Because that should not be like that. Get me over there. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, apparently if I'm holding shift, I can walk up to it. So if I let go of shift, I go flying. So this isn't great. Oh, great. Now I'm stuck. Okay. I need to get in here, put back down the heat sink, and give this guy his fuel. So fuel input, I can just run it around like this. Oh, where's the cable going? There it is. So you are running technically now, and your temperature is going up. Let me just reconnect this tube back up here so that these guys are starting to cool it now. Okay. So there's no pressure in there at the moment. I can just stay here, that'd be great. Tube. You see everything is starting to... Oh my god, I can't see now. Okay, this levitation belt is actually what's screwing me over right now. There we go. I jump down. Go around. Put this guy back down. Break you, because you're not supposed to be doing that. And this guy now, as you can see, it's causing another issue. Yeah. Let me get myself wedged in here again. There we go. Oh, we making some weird noises right now. Fly it up. Put a tube mod. I cannot see. Oh my god. Break this guy for just a second. Okay. Can I reach this? I can. Okay. I don't technically think you're supposed to be connected there. So if I grab this guy, change to this. I know there's a way to disconnect this. You know what? It doesn't matter. It should be working now at least. And let me put back down the heatsink and let's read it. So it's producing pressure. It's only running at 25 degrees. So let's grab ourselves out some speed upgrades. Oh, I don't really have many speed upgrades. I'm just missing lubricant. Okay. Why aren't you guys running? Oh, you're turned off. Okay, there we go. Lubricant. I think I have a tiny bit left in here. Yes. Speed upgrades, matrices, and boom, 57 of them. Put this back down. Do I have any volume upgrades left over? I have plenty of volume upgrades. Let's jump back down here and access this guy. So let's give him maximum volume upgrades. Okay, and give him 7, 8, 9 speed upgrades. Let's see how well this runs. So the pressure ain't going to be that high at the moment because, well, it's not going to be able to put it around everywhere. But damn, actually, this thing seems to be filling up really quickly. Look at it. We're only at 38 degrees and it's nearly already over 5. Boom, we're already over 5. How are the other machines holding this pressure now? So you are starting to slowly fill. You are starting to slowly fill. It will take some time for it to go around, but I want to see... Oh, okay, I can see now. The pressure in here has reached 6 bars. It is emitting no redstone signal, meaning this guy here is not turned on, which is exactly what we want. You can see no problems in here. Redstone disables it. So this thing is actually running perfectly. Not too hot. It's running at the right pressure I want it now. All I have to do is just wait for it, and these things are starting to blow me away now, which is fine, because we're not going to be down here that often. But yeah, this is actually working perfectly now. Perfect. Oh, you're kind of messed up there. Rotate you there. Okay, perfect. So this is working exactly the way the document mentioned. So perfect. All I have to do now is rebuild another one right here, which shouldn't be too difficult since we technically already have the tubes right here. If we just add these on, maybe I should have waited. Can I reach underneath it? No, it really wants to blow me around. But if I just run the tubes out like this again, like that, and then just rebuild the setup again, it should be fine. Now, these heat sinks here, I'm going to actually remove them now. Technically, I do need them there, but it's not that big of an issue at the moment. Do I have any more tubes left over? No. Have I made more in the chest here? I did put... yes, I do. Okay, plenty of them. Alright, perfect. Now I just need to put down the heat sink and the liquid compressor. Run the pipe over. There. Now put the liquid compressor on top. Make sure he has his speed upgrades, volume upgrades. Oh, I don't have enough volume upgrades. 9 speed upgrades. As you can see, he's filling up a temperature extremely fast, which isn't exactly what we want, but that's fine. We can just put the heat sinks on it now. And see, the heat sinks are getting crazy hot now, but that's fine. Because now we're going to start cooling it. So we just need to add all of these on. Oh god, this jumping around is a little annoying. It's hard to reach where I need it to go. Come on, click it. It's previewing it. Just place it. There we go. There we go. Now I need to do this side. Actually, I can just hold shift on this side. There we go. Alright, I actually need to break the top middle one. You can see this guy's pressure is building way above the limit, so I need to break this out like this. connect it, and that's going to bring it right back down. It's actually going to bring this guy's pressure all the way up now as well. So I need to set up the same system again. So redstone things now. Can I find them in here? Having the high pressure at the moment will actually allow it to fill up the whole system a lot quicker. That way we won't have to really wait for it to build up. But I cannot find that redstone thing in here for the life of me. Okay, maybe it's not called a redstone thing. Pneumatic. Is it called a redstone? It is called a redstone module, but I just can't find it. It means actually now I need to break this guy. Meaning that's going to be disconnected for a moment. Tube module back there, you down. Add you onto it here. Now I can put back down the liquid compressor, put back in the security upgrade, the volume upgrades, the 9 speed upgrades, and reconnect you there. That should be good. Now all I need to do is run another tube, but I need a gauge. I don't have a pressure gauge. Okay, I'll make a few of them. I need 2. Okay. Signalum nuggets, no problem. Gauge, put you right here. Now I just need to get myself an advanced PCB. Right click that guy, set this guy to 6. Emit when lower than 6. Put this guy, I need a tube. There, and put this guy here. This guy's set to receive. So this guy will emit a redstone signal when he is under. And this guy here, I want it to work with a high redstone signal. Meaning it's going to turn off now, and once the thing is below 6, it should enable. And this guy here is venting pressure like crazy because he is above the 6. This guy here is nearly at it. Okay. Yeah, this guy's going to be receiving all the pressure first. Eventually, when everything spreads around, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Like, this guy here is only getting 2 bars, where everything over here is receiving full 5. It'll take time for everything to spread around, but that's fine. What's up with these guys? Why have you guys stopped producing pressure? Okay, that's a bit weird. Apparently, if I'm flying... Okay, what the heck? Fly. There we go. If I'm flying, I can place it down the right way. Okay, no, I actually can't place it at all. It kind of stops me. But yeah, there we go. 2 of them. I don't actually think we need to build a 3rd one. I think just the 2 of these here right now is actually just enough to keep everything completely filled with pressure. If I have to add a 3rd one on, I will. This guy here is just still slowly filling. No, he's actually losing pressure. Why is that? You shouldn't be losing pressure. You should be gaining pressure. Unless this guy here... Unless actually... Are you losing pressure? You are. Maybe I do need the 3rd one, or I need to increase the limit. Maybe I should increase the limit to 8 for a bit and just see how well that runs. Let's see. I should kick them back on and produce them back up to 8. They're going to start losing pressure now, or yeah, building up too much, and you are going up again. Okay, so it's all about finding that balance. We'll have to fine tune it as we go along. But for now, everything should be working the way it is. Perfect. Let's get to work now on actually auto-crafting these guys here now. So, what do we want? Crafters. I don't think I really have any crafters left over. Can I make some crafters? I need mechanical crafters. Okay, I'm all out of crafting tables. Make me like a couple stacks of them. 15 of them. Oh, okay. We might need to make ourselves some speed upgrades for them crafters because they are very slow. Oh, we're out of electron tubes now. But the crafting tables are in this one here. So you get speed upgrades. Might as well give all of these guys speed upgrade just to make it go quicker. It'll be helpful now in the future. I mean, once we make like the better processors, the neural processors, which we'll definitely set up auto crafting for now next episode because we needed to get the pressure chamber up and running so we can start making the raw processors. I saw the red mark on my screen. I thought it was something. Firefly, firefly. Okay, it's nothing dangerous around. That's good. Yeah, I thought there was something on the map there. I forgot it's the wither. It's okay. But now we should have all of the crafting tables already, look. Crafting tables. Yeah, there's all 300 of them. So mechanical crafters, we'll just put those away now and see how many of these guys we can make. We can make 5 before we run out. That's fine. So, after we find, we need to make ourselves another network transmitter and receiver, which requires a matter thing, which is a stable wormhole. Ugh, I'm going to have to set up an autocraft for all that. I know I have an autocraft set up for all this. Let me actually go add this to the craft and make myself the patterns. Okay, I've made the auto craft for all of that now. I actually have 10 more of these guys crafting right now. I have 9. I already made one. So I'll be able to set up at least another 5 of these guys each. But anyway, with that now, we should be able to grab ourselves out a network card. Like, find the card in here now. Network card, what are we missing? Upgrade. Okay, no problem. It would be nice to set up an upgrade or an auto craft for these transmitters and receivers, but for some reason, sometimes these guys don't get added to the crafting recipe because they have like their own unique name. So I might just have to craft these guys manually. Maybe I should just craft myself like maybe 10 or 20 of them just to keep on hand. But anyway, let's get ourselves our receiver down in here now. These guys are venting a lot of pressure right now. How is the pressure built up at least like over here? 2 bars. I can just look at the pipes here. Okay, you can see it's starting to slowly build across. You're at 8.5, 8.6, 8.7? How long is it taking? 8.5. Okay, it dropped. Are you nearly full? No. You guys... Okay, this guy is just going crazy. Maybe if I just reduce some of the speed upgrades in him? Take all the speed upgrades out. Okay, that doesn't help at all. Actually, more speed upgrades should have done it. Maybe if I add some volume upgrades to this guy. So, some volume... Oh, I'm all out of volume upgrades. How many of these guys can I craft? 16? That didn't really help it either. I guess you're just going to be venting pressure forever now. I mean, once everything is filled, I can adjust these guys just to work the way around them. But yeah, look at that temperature. It's perfect. What are we out of? Air canisters. I'll just make another bit of them. Because I know I need to fill this guy back. Finish filling him up with the air volume upgrades. Yeah, whatever. Should I give you volume upgrades? I don't think so. Are you still filling? No, you have leveled out. That's not what I want. I want this guy going a lot higher than that. I want him nearly the same as this. Wait, was the numbers changing? No, the numbers are going up now. I guess the numbers only go up as long as that guy down there is producing pressure. So, I don't know. Yeah, we'll just have to leave it run for a while and just see how far it gets. Anyway, let's add some crafters onto this guy now. Here, so crafters. What did I do with them? Oh yeah, I put my bag here. Put these bottles away. So crafter, I guess we could just put the crafter there, and that will input the ingredients into this chest here. I might actually upgrade this chest now to a diamond one. So, diamond chest, and I'm going to upgrade you to an ender chest. Hopefully now we can actually input into the ender chest. I don't see why it wouldn't. So ender chest there. And let's actually test it now. So let's grab ourselves out some like memory chip components here. 5 of them. Get this guy crafting. How fast does he run now? It's about the same. I just want to see if he inputs into this ender chest here. I don't see why he wouldn't. This guy here is already set up perfectly fine. Yeah, you dropped it in, no problem. Right, I need to add another crafter, like right there. And now I just need to grab out some cable. So, cable. There we go. And now I just need to run this cable around. Now, is there a way to hide this cable without it sticking out of the wall here? I mean, technically, yes. If I break this clinker brick all the way along here, right? Get this cable and connect it like this. Okay, and then get the network transmitter or the network receiver. Put it down like right there. Right click with the card. Okay, now if I have all the clinker brick in my inventory, I do. If I grab out some iron nuggets, so iron nuggets. Hopefully this works. Makes clinker covers. And now I can just cover the wall up and hide the cable. I can make a pass-through one here if I wanted to. So just craft one of them. Break that. Put this here. Hides it all. A little bit of cable. Reconnect it. Now if I go outside, I can hide all this cable from this side as well. Now you'd never know there was a cable running through there. It just looks like it's connected magically. So the network card is linked. Let's go set up the transmitter now. Right, so the transmitter is going to go here. I need to get a sign for that. I'll name it now later, if I don't forget. So put all this stuff away. Now we need to start making all of the patterns for that what we want. So what we want here now is raw processors, okay? So let's have a look here. So this is the process for one basic raw processor, okay? We want improved and we want advanced. Okay, next up then is we need to set up a pattern for each coin. Do I have a pattern for each coin already set up, or do I need to do that? I don't think so. I think the only coin we have set up is the Enderium coin. Yes, okay, we need to set up one for tin, lumium, and Enderium. So Enderium coin is made like this. Okay, so that will go there. Lumium coins, they're going to be set up like this. And tin coins. Tin coins are going to be set up like this. Okay, next up then, if we go back to raw, the processor binding is a slime and 2 strings, so that's easy enough. Next up then is the silicone, which is just smelted quartz. So that should be easy enough. We can put that in the smelter. Is there anything else we need to look at? Flux dust, I don't know if there's a way to automate this. I'm sure there is, probably using some sort of like entity detector, similar to the way that we have set up our lightning autocraft. We could probably set up down at bedrock or on top of a flux block. We could set a modular router to click a piece of obsidian and put down a new piece of obsidian after the thing has been fully collected. We could use ourselves a special hopper, like the omnidirectional hopper, pointing out the way with speed upgrades, dropping the items, and then get the thing to go on a timer once it receives it. Like when we have the lightning, after 10 seconds or 5 seconds, right click the obsidian, craft the flux dust. Might need to look into doing that. But I think everything here is okay. After that then, we need to look at the processor itself. The processor, we need to do the same thing as the coins. So that's crafting each processor up like that. After that then, we need to actually upgrade these guys here into construction cores. We already have all that auto-crafted. So that is going to go inside the pressure chamber. Now, the other one then is a destruction core, which is this guy. We already have the patterns set up for the Corpus Spark and the Ichor Ball. So that's pretty much it. They're nearly all of the patterns we need. Let's go add the coins ones in first. So you guys go in here and you guys go in there. I forgot to put the processor binding in the crafters down here. Let's go quickly do that. So processor binding. Over to mechanism so we can set up the quartz to be smelted into silicone. So you go in this crafter here. Over here now. And what I want is in this guy here, I want these patterns. Now for this guy, we need different patterns. Let's go back over here and set those patterns up now. That's going to be making us the circuit things. We have a look in here. We want basic circuits. These guys. So, basic assembly circuits. We want this set up. This is the crafting recipe for that. Okay. Now, since we have auto-crafting, we can actually set printed circuit boards to be up to be auto-crafted. So that's the pattern for them. We need a pattern for transistors. So plastic sheets, that's okay. Now the dielectric paste, I still need to figure out how to set up the automation of adding blaze cakes. I know we can do with deployers. We might be able to do with modular routers as well. We could read how many items are in a certain thing, output a redstone signal and do whatever. We might have to do some testing on like a live stream or something. So for now, we won't worry about that. I might even just handcraft all that. I think I might even already have a pattern set up. Anyway, next up then is the capacitor. This guy here. So you are all set up. I don't think the only thing I don't have is the signalum plates. But yeah, I can set up an autocraft for signalum plates, no problem. Right, go back to circuit. The only thing we need to do now is the basic memory chips. Now the basic memory chips can be done like this. So I think we have a fluid encapsulator doing that. It's just crafting this one. So we can do it 2 ways. We can do it this way with these RAM chips, which require lead wire, redstone relays, and circuit backplanes. Or, if we wanted to, we could use these ones, the advanced memory chips. They require 4 transistors and a reinforced alloy, and it crafts 16 of them. I think this might be the better option, since it's a lot cheaper and easier to make. It gives us so much of it. So I think we'll go with that one. So let's do basic memory. So memory chip assembly, this guy, and we're going to look up advanced RAM. So RAM, we want, where is it? This guy. So we want these RAM chips. There we go. That's going to craft that. Now, last but not least is the cardboard box. That's just sawdust. And we do make a byproduct of sawdust from our sawmill, which is a byproduct. But if we have to, we can use a pulverizer or precision sawmill. Actually, I think a pulverizer might be the easiest one. I don't know if I have a pulverizer set up. I might have to go check that. But anyway, let's go add these patterns into where they need to go now. And I think a few of them go over here. So in this crafter here, we need to add printed circuit boards, basic control assembly. They're crafted in a crafter. So these ones stay out. These ones stay out. These ones have to go in. So advanced memory chips and these two. And this goes in a pressure or the metal press that's over in our immersive engineering factory. I hope we have enough space in this guy because I think we're pretty much up to the maximum slots in our crafter here. Yeah, we are. For now, let me just add an extra crafter on the back of it here. Can I? Oh, I can't because the way that thing's there. Let me just do this and then just disconnect that pipe. There we go. And it just grabs some cable. Connect the cable right here and then add this in here. There we go. And the rest of them can just go in the crafters in our basement. Right. So you go in there. You can go in there and you can go in there. Okay. That crafts them. Next up then is actually to use those packages. So memory package. We need to utilize that in an assembly thing here. So that will turn into two of them like this. Remove all that. So that should be just one basic memory chip assembly package. Will make us two prepared basic memory chips. The basic memory chips now will go into a fluid encapsulator without the liquid and it'll make us basic memory chips. Perfect. And I'll add the other patterns in here, like upgrading them to advanced later on. We're out of slots in our crafter, so maybe after next episode when we automate power, we'll be able to set those up. So you get the basic package, okay? Now go back over here into this factory and set this one up in the fluid encapsulator. And yeah, I don't have a pulverizer down. I'm going to have to set up a pulverizer. But anyway, that should craft it like that. And let me just quickly get a pulverizer. Right, that should be that guy set up now. So you're getting power. You don't really have any augments. So let's have a look here. Components. Components. So you can have a reinforced component here with some flux amplifiers. So you get that, plus these, done. And now just add speed upgrades in here. And now if we look up sawdust here, we have 16k of it, but if we just say another 64 of it, put 8 logs in, and it'll craft it all into the sawdust. Perfect. That should be more or less everything crafted and that we can get done now today. So next episode, we'll work on Power, getting him upgraded, making ourselves nitro capacitor. So I might start making some nitro crystals before next episode, so we have enough to actually start crafting ourselves a ton of these guys. I don't know if actually, is there enough space up here for it? There is. Because I'm planning on building another nitro reactor right here. But in the very, very future, once we start getting way better power, I am going to be putting a big power plant up on the hill up here. Something huge, like a big cone from like a nuclear power plant or something like the big chimneys. That's kind of my idea. So yeah, next episode we'll be automating power. So I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Hope to see you on the next episode. So without further ado, goodbye.